Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast in the fucking world with the shittiest audio with the most amazing content. Love that you all are listening to us, and we really appreciate it. So sit back and relax as we start this episode.
Okay, can you hear feedback?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Okay, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get the computer thing figured out?
Hold on, let me think. What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, yeah.
The home shopping
Yeah,
work?
no.
You didn't?
No,
Okay.
it's still because it's it's nothing to figure out. It's like this has been 3 months, 4 months.
Since she's had it?
No, since this
Oh,
issue has occurred, and it's been the constant. It's doing it again. It's doing it did it again. Uh, okay. But I've yet to experience it. It's so infrequent, and so
oh.
it's literally hit the power button and it comes on. But sometimes when she hits the power button, it doesn't come on.
Maybe she's delusional and she
And then
thinks she's hitting it.
nope. And then she goes over because in her head, this was the fix. She goes over and plugs it in like she's charging it and hits the power button and it comes on. So the assumption is the first assumption is like, oh, it's a bad battery because she also tries to charge it and she'll leave it there to charge, but charge it for like an hour or so and it's still at 50%. It doesn't go any higher. So I was like, okay, maybe it's a bad battery, but I did a battery diagnostic tech on it today and it's like, nope, battery's normal. I was like, okay. So it could, I don't know. I don't know. And in her head, she's that person. Like I said, I've yet to experience it and not come on. But in her head, if that button doesn't work properly, send the whole thing back.
Well, that's not feasible.
So you've had it, let's just round up 10 months. And you're like, hey, the year warranty is about to end. So I'd rather exchange it for a whole new, for, replacement than not, than have to deal with this button. Like it works fine as it should in every way, but because every once in a while, like I said, it's very infrequent. Every once in a while, like I got up first thing in the morning for a week, turning it on twice every morning, and it always came on. So every once in a while, it doesn't come on, and for that very infrequent time, she's like, "Yeah, I'd rather get this replaced."
Well, good Lord. I mean,
and I'm like, okay, it's tech, it's electronics. It's going to be something quirky with any tech. In any tech you get, it's going to be something
especially if it's like a year old. I mean, they do this on purpose so that people will buy new stuff.
But it's not a year old, and that's the thing that's rubbing her. It's
right.
Like it's not even a year old yet, and if it's doing this already, not even a year old, then I'd rather get a whole new one than have to deal with this. I was like, okay, I get it, and I just looked at her, sat her down, and looked at her today. I was like, I get it, but we're talking about a button, not turning on the computer for a random time in a month.
So does most of the time it work for her?
Yeah. hmm
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's very infrequent. It's like you can go a whole week and it doesn't happen. I went a whole week and it didn't happen. As soon as she touched it, it happened again. Okay. And so it's just this, you're doing your thing during the day and you hear a voice on the other side of the house. It happened again. Yeah,
You're
right.
like, still don't care.
Yeah, it's like okay, and I'm supposed to
Still don't
do
care.
like I'm supposed to do what? Do I pat the baby on the back and make it burp? I don't know the fix for you. And I told her it's like it could even they're speculating it could be the battery, but even if you realize even if you get a new battery put in there, if they take that battery out and put a new one in, it could still happen.
Mm-hmm.
I said, especially if it's like related to, um, if it's related to the button, just not contacting it enough on the sensor to send the signal to the battery to activate send power to the motherboard. If it's just something like that, it could be the button and not the battery because it just
Right.
made a diagnostic and the battery's okay.
Just tell her to try to press the button, but with a hammer and see what
Mm-mm.
happens.
And then she loses the warranty entirely. I'm
Okay,
like,
right.
okay, all right, fine. So instead, I just had to fix other shit because I told her it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while.
I'm gonna take a minute.
It's gonna be a little bit. So yeah,
So how are you doing otherwise?
okay,
Yeah. Oh, that was convincing.
yeah, it should be. hmm 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 Yeah, it
You're
should
like
be.
he who gives no fucks.
Yeah,
Okay.
should
Okay,
be.
good.
It's like, well, installed cameras. Oh God,
Do you feel like a hired hand at this point?
that's
That's just getting
that's
screwed.
that's what I've been
Oh, honey.
entirely. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like it's a new thing? What do you like? That's what I've been doing in the entirety of here. Like you realize the siding blew off the side of the house, and I put it up,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
that means learning on the job because I've never fucking put siding up before. So yeah, yeah.
Was it hard to do?
Not knowing what to do and learning how to yeah, siding slices your hand open if you put it in wrong.
Oh,
So
okay.
you got
That's
to do
not
it with gloves.
fun.
You got to do it with gloves, but you can't really do it with gloves because you got to get your hands in there to manipulate the siding. It's very interesting. I mean, it would probably it's easier to do if you're putting it up um, new, but if you're trying to take sections that were blown off
Oh,
during a
right.
hurricane and reconnect them with the siding that's still on the house, that's where it
Hmm.
becomes tricky because you're trying to reconnect shit and it's like
It's
okay
like
yeah
replacing one piece of tile, or better yet, one piece of that locking flooring. If
yeah
you have to
that's it
replace one
yeah
piece of that, it's
yeah
like super tricky.
yeah that's what I was gonna say. The tile it connects to each other, so you've got to like bend this hook of plastic and then put it over
But
this.
not break it.
Right, but at the same time, this hook, this vinyl, this siding is very thin, so it's just slicing into your finger the whole time. So you got to be
Oh,
sure not to have it cut all the way through. Yeah, it's
so do
awesome.
we still have all 10 fingers?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that
Whew.
was months ago. That was last hurricane season.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hey guys, real quick, I've got to share something with you. So, as you may have heard, we are working with a company called Let Us Grow. It's super cute. I love the play on words because it's like let space us space grow, but it's actually lettuce, like you would eat lettuce, grow. Anyway, you can find it on our website. Just go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, scroll down just a little bit, and you're going to see this beautiful display of vegetables on this stand. I just got mine, and I am so stoked. I got my farm stand first. I got the one that is, it's pretty large. It holds 36 plants. I got the indoor one because we tried a garden outside with, for lettuce, and I think like rabbits or something ate it all. And it's just easier for me to keep an eye on it, especially, with my health. So, and I got the nutrients, for it. And then I got to go in and I got to order all of the seedlings that, I wanted. And oh my gosh, I mean, they have everything from all sorts of lettuces to everything is edible that they offer. They even offer flowers that are edible. So, I mean, how gorgeous, right? I'm having a dinner and then I just want to like make it nice, or having somebody over for dinner. This is going to be amazing. They've got bok choy. Do you understand how much I love bok choy? We go through it a ton. And this is the gift that keeps on giving, because this is just going to keep going. I mean, it's going to keep growing. We're going to cut it down the lettuce and then it's going to grow. I mean, I've got even some Japanese vegetables in here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So y'all, please go check it out. Go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, scroll down just a little bit. You're going to see, click on Let Us Grow, and go and take the quiz and all that shit. That's me. Gotta go. Bye.
That was that. I guess we can get started now. Fuck me.
Okay, you want me to hold on? Wait. There you go.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to another. Well, you've already heard the intro. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Here's the disclaimer.
Welcome back.
Okay. The disclaimer's right here. Okay, everyone. Before we get started into this episode, whatever we might be talking about might be triggering. So here's the warning. Just be mindful of what we are saying is definitely something that we're not trying to trigger you on, but just some of the topics might be a little iffy in regards to, yeah, exactly. That's the word I was trying to say.
Fragile, delicate.
Yeah. And we're not saying that you are. It's just that some of the content might trigger somebody in a certain way.
Offensive.
We talk about different things that happen to people. That could be assaults, or somebody could be killed, or
we do try to give trigger warnings though. So I'll give you the quick disclaimer.
Yeah. So you all listen to her. The dinosaur is going to go over the disclaimer because I can't, because I don't give a fuck. She cares way more. She cares way more than I do, even though she'll say the opposite. So you all listen to the disclaimer. It's here for your benefit. Here's the dinosaur. Also, everything that we're saying in our episodes, unless we state otherwise, is all for entertainment. And there's no there's nothing that we're giving away as advice or of a matter of fact that you should go out in the world and do your own thing. We're basically saying we're not responsible for whatever fuck ups you experience after listening to us and trying to do whatever the fuck we're talking about. That's on you. Okay. All right. Now she'll finish out the rest of the disclaimer.
We don't know shit, and we don't try to say that we know shit. We like the internet and it likes us. So we play together sometimes, but don't take anything that we say to heart. Don't take it as the gospel. Don't take it as an expert of any kind, because we don't know shit. We just like to hang out and with y'all and talk about goofy shit or funny shit or scary shit or real shit or whatever shit. And
it's just all shit. Yeah.
It's all shit with the audio shit, So, I mean, that's pretty much that's our moniker. Okay. Yeah. So, if we know that we're going to offend you, so we get that. At some point, we will offend somebody, and if we do, we're sorry. Find another podcast. Not that we don't want you here, It's just that if we're going to be in the habit of offending you, then we don't want to hurt your feelings. So,
Yeah.
but if you're not 18, please don't listen to this.
Hmm.
And I think that might be it.
Okay, so
Now that that business is done.
yeah, now that all the official stuff that lets you know everything after hearing that is on you. Um, how are you doing?
I'm doing,
Okay.
trying.
Oh, okay. Great. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It's really not much I need to go into. I mean, it's
Yeah.
chemo shit
Yeah.
and our fucking amazing country right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
being gay is not really easy at the moment.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Which is,
lot of
which
unknowns.
is weird because part of the definition of gay is to be happy. But yeah,
Right.
that's crazy.
Well, we're missing the mark here.
Mm, right. We're not,
Okay.
we're not we're not meeting the definition. We are,
Right.
yeah.
Polar opposite right now. Actually,
Oh,
like we're walking head first into a rolling,
we're,
floating
we're, we're,
dumpster fire.
we're,
Like,
we're ironic gay. Um, so, and it's like bizarro gay, bizarro world gay. Uh,
yes, I did love that Bizarro World. That was cool.
yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, it was, that was it. Uh,
So I'm a gummy deep and
oh, okay.
needed
Okay,
it.
just one.
Took today off from work because I've been under a lot of stress,
Oh, okay.
and I decided that I was like I've gotta do this.
Hmm.
And my mom had some appointments today, and
Hmm. You
so
did it before or after the appointment?
definitely after.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
after.
Okay, I didn't know.
Actually,
I didn't know.
yeah, it was. Yeah, that's funny.
No, I didn't know because like some people I've talked to before, they will do it before something because they know it takes X amount of time before it actually kicks in.
Oh, I thought you were meaning like I got to take drugs to be around my
Right.
mom.
Well,
But then, Amy, my bestie, she's like, if I go see my mom, I have to take a Valium. Like I have
yeah,
to.
Jesus Christ, that's that's not light. That's
She's like, I know when I need to take it so that it'll be good to go. And then I need to know how long that bitch is going to last
wow,
because I have a window.
wow. Yeah, and I guess that's what I mean. It's like some people they know how long it takes before something kicks in and affects them, so they kind of just go ahead and, you know, put it in the oven, so to speak, and they know that it's going to be done after it's going to be nice and done and in their system by X amount of time. So they rather go ahead and do it um, beforehand so that when they're in the moment, it's kicked in. I didn't know.
Maybe I should try that next time and then like do a video because I could try to I could try to time it for the middle of the doctor appointment. Like I go in and I'm like a hearty giving a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in this to win it. I'm daughter of the year.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, oh, and she's doing this and
yeah.
she's so good. And no, she needs,
Yeah.
after that is over,
Yeah.
it kicks in and I'm just like, fuck it,
Now,
whatever. Like
now
whatever
you're
we need to do.
now you're going to run an experiment for the knowledge to for our listeners to
For the
gain that
show.
knowledge. Yeah. Hey, everybody,
Yeah.
if you're wondering how long, this is what it looks like, this is what it sounds like, and this is when it kicks in. Yeah, it was somebody I watched recently. She, God damn it, I gotta look it up, but she did she was doing a breathalyzer to see like how long she would stay drunk. And God, I can't remember exactly how long it was, but I mean what it was, but she did a video of herself and then did it again one way drinking and then another way drinking, and she was pretty surprised at how long it stayed in her system But
What was the difference? Was it like beer versus hard liquor?
yeah, God, I gotta find it. So
Was it White Claw
yeah, right.
versus a wine cooler? Do they even make wine coolers anymore? I don't know. I don't drink.
Maybe. Um,
When I drink, bad decisions are made, like real bad decisions.
yeah, sounds like yeah. Um, no, I don't know if they still do. I don't know. I mean, but every time I say that, I always see Boone's Farm. So who knows? I don't know.
Oh, God bless Boone's Farm. They really helped me through high school.
Let's see.
Snow Creek Berry. Everybody's like Strawberry Fields, and I'm like, yeah, fuck off. Snow Creek Berry is where it was at, and I always had a supply because everybody else was like Strawberry Fields, and I was just like, okay, bitches, go get it, you know.
Yeah,
And then I'd be like rolling it behind them, like getting a cart full.
yeah, I did. Let's see. No, she did. I have to look it up. It just came to mind, and
I'm so confused right
she
now.
did a side by side of herself and drinking alcohol, and she did a breath. She was doing a breathalyzer. She had like, okay, I guess you could figure out. I don't know where you get a breathalyzer, but she did a
I'm sure
breath.
Amazon has them.
Yeah, she did a breathalyzer um, where she could, just monitor herself and say, okay, I'm going to do it from this way and do it that way, and then see what the difference is. And it was pretty interesting how she was completely sober in far less time. Um, and then in the other aspect of her drinking, she was still
So
drunk.
she cracked the code. What's the answer?
Yeah, I think it's just eating. I think it was eating. I think it was one with,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay,
I think it
that
was
makes sense
eating.
though.
Yeah, I think it was um, one version was her eating, and another version was her um, on an empty stomach. Yeah,
Well, that's an interesting take on it because I would think the automatic would be hard liquor versus like a Texas tea or something like that, where there's like a mixed,
hmm,
and then versus beer, and then versus wine. Like I could see trying to figure that, how fucked up you get in a certain amount of time that way.
yeah,
But I haven't ever thought about doing it like with food. That's a really good idea.
yeah. I think it's the whole absorption thing. Um,
Right. It makes total sense. It's very smart.
I found it.
You did.
Yeah,
And a full stomach. I'm going to do this in two parts. The first part, I'm going to eat this pizza. Then I'm going to take 4 shots of this vodka and breathalyze every 30
Jesus.
minutes. Tomorrow, I'm not going to eat anything all day, and I'm going to take 4 shots of vodka and breathalyze. So we can really see the difference.
yeah. So that's what she did.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'll have to send
That's
it.
kind of cool.
I'll have to send it to you because yeah, I see. That's the first time I saw that because when I first saw it, it was just her with side by side and showing the captions of herself in those days, and she was just like having eaten with shots of vodka, having not having eaten with shots of vodka, and and then it was interesting because the part of where she had eaten, she was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I am so good right now." And it's amazing looking at her the same amount of time on the other side, and she's like still fucked up.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah, that would be
yeah,
interesting to see. I'm looking
yeah,
forward to it.
yeah. But anyway, I sent you a link to a thing on Netflix. I just got finished watching. Not for you to watch or have watched before, because I know I just sent it to you today. But it's a very interesting case involving UFOs. And
I saw something about that. In Manhattan, right?
yeah, yeah, the Manhattan
Yeah,
UFO. Yeah,
I'm down for that. I didn't have a chance to do it today.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and I forget how many episodes. It's like
Are you going to get me hooked on another thing? Because I'm still not caught up with Homesteader Rescue. Also, please do not let me forget. Please, please.
What?
I have to tell you
Okay.
that I finally reached the episode where the sniper dude was going away for training.
Okay.
Okay, I think we talked about this, right?
Yeah, but we can pause on the UFO and we can capture that right now because I don't want you to forget about any of this other bits about it.
You're
let's
so sweet to me. I appreciate
let's
you.
pause the UFO. I know that's hard to do.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and pause. That's the click. I click the pause button, and
Oh, wait,
now
hold on. There you go.
let us know about your take on that episode. Can I set it up real quick?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so I don't know if you all caught previous episodes, but we kind of more than dig Homestead Rescue, and for various reasons. Maybe some of you all can kind of ponder on those reasons because you've listened to us. You could probably ponder on why one of us likes it more in one ways than the other, but that's neither here nor there. On these episodes, though, we follow the Rainies and their craftiness of helping people that are homesteading, which is near and dear to the dinosaur, kind of sort of to me, but in different ways. But in this episode that we're going to be talking about specifically is one that I've seen, but the dinosaur just now has gotten around to seeing because she went back and watched it from the very first one and she's trying to catch up to the most current. Now, if I remember correctly, if you're on this episode, then that means you're on last season. So you've watched quite a bit to be.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's been a journey. I've binged
season.
a whole lot. I've made Laura sit with me, and like we're learning.
Yeah,
Damn
right.
it.
She's just like, this is fun, and then it's like, okay, we've been
like, fucking hell, I'm tired. I'm like, suck it up.
This is all we've been watching. No, I know because we have to learn a lot. Are you not learning?
Know how to build a wall penny.
Are you not? Okay? Are you not learning? Okay, you're clearly not paying attention.
Did you already know all of this?
Let's rewatch that episode because you missed some good. I already know you missed some good tidbits. Fuck.
Let's back this up. Did you see that?
So in this one episode,
see if she flips.
In this one episode, it was this couple that got a homestead and they're engaged, but things just aren't clicking on the homestead the way they would like it to, and there's been various reasons, this, that, and the other. The typical homestead thing, it's the weather, it's the time, it's the crops were great this last year, but now they're fuck all this year. The animals are dying because some predators are just like going to town on them, because you've literally corralled prey in one area. What fucking predator wouldn't be saying, well, god damn it, I don't even have to work, it's right here, look at this, it's a whole pen of chickens, why not?
Right, like, just stay here, guys, I'll be back tomorrow.
So this couple, they're engaged, they have all these hopes and dreams for doing stuff, and
I don't know how long they've been engaged.
Yeah, I don't know how long they have either, but it was a thing.
There was a whole lot of changes going on.
It was a thing, and then they call the Rainies for help, and
as you do.
Yeah, well, you get.
I would love to think that I'm going to be so fucking stellar at it that
you wouldn't have
like I'm not going to need anybody's help, but I'm not that prideful, and I need as much information as I can get.
So here we are. So that was as much of a setup I felt necessary without taking everything from you. So here is the dinosaur's take on that episode, and I'll chime in here and there, but
do I want to have a conversation with you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to converse. Yeah.
So first of all, there's 3 people on this homestead.
First of all,
there were 3 people on this homestead. No children, thank God.
Yeah.
But 3 people were running this homestead. Okay. All right.
No children, thank God.
God.
But
I mean, hey,
but, but
go
let
be
there
the
be a
best Douglas
stormy
you can
night.
be.
Let there be a stormy night. There might be.
Well, depends on who. Never mind.
Let somebody get snowed in. There might be something going
I don't know.
on.
It depends on who gets together.
I don't know if children will be about it, but something will be going on.
Right. So, and the fiance of the primary lady, he's going to have to leave in a couple of days to go to sniper training,
Right.
Which is badass, by the way. So props to that guy. That's fucking cool.
Right. He will never need help.
You're leaving.
Yeah, he'll never need help on shooting any
right.
any protein.
Right, but can he make bread?
Yeah,
that's
right.
important.
Yeah, you need him to do something. Need him to do something he's not good at.
I mean, we're not going to go strict paleo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to eat things other than dead animals.
Yeah, wild pig. Don't worry, I got it.
Whatever, it's fine. These grubs, totally safe.
You know what was weird about that? Real quick, what was weird about that is how it was brought up, though. It's like, yeah, we're together. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, let's learn. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I only have a few days of helping.
I'm gonna dip.
I only have a few days of helping. It's like, oh, you're leaving? Yeah, yeah. I got work to do.
Like, you're like, you son of a bitch, and he's like, I got sniper training. And you're like, oh, bless.
But it was almost
so patriotic.
It was almost like he's like, yeah, I got to leave for. Oh, you got work? Yeah, I got work. I got to go to school. Oh yeah, let's go sniper school. Oh, and everybody's
so what would you say?
Everyone's like,
I'd be like, yes sir, yes sir. Can I get you anything? Is there anything I can get you?
Like,
you need
oh wow, damn, okay. And Matt,
well played, my guy.
Yeah,
okay.
Matt's like, all right, well, why am I here? I don't have.
He's like, I'm just gonna walk through your woods a little bit.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go get a list of things you're probably gonna shoot all day. Okay.
He'll just be like, let me go make the best processing station you've ever seen in your entire life. Take that.
Right. Which that was the thing. It was like, yeah, shooting won't be his problem, but it was the whole processing thing which was good to know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And so, and then there was the third person was a lady that, she was just a friend. She was helping out on the homestead, but she was moving away in a week. So this poor lady has got all this shit to do on a homestead by herself because her fiance is going to sniper training for I don't know how long. I mean, who knows? And then the other lady that was helping was moving.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time that the sniper guy got back, that other lady was gone. Mm-hmm. Like she just disappeared. Mm-hmm. So who knows what's going on there. I mean, I had questions, but it's really not my business. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to question? You know what? Be happy you do you. Figure your shit out and just be a decent fucking human being.
I can't laugh too hard because that would be me. I'm not going to lie. I mean, go listen to past episodes. You know.
So, I was more focused on the whole like dynamic than I was on actually learning what they did. I think there were some animals involved and probably a garden or something.
Yeah, there was a wild boar. I think they had a boar problem. I mean,
oh, that's right.
It's interesting how so invasive.
Oh my God! In Texas, they're terrible.
And it's like when you see people that are literally saying, "No, I have a wild pig problem," and you're just like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, great. More bacon for everybody.
Oh, okay.
They're mean. They're
I don't know what to do with it. okay, don't you just shoot them?
Roast it.
Don't you just shoot them? And I mean, don't like if you do enough to make an example of one, doesn't the word get out to the pig community? Not,
Right. Pig bodies are going to be stacking up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a
hey,
gangster.
don't go that way. They're a little extra over there. Yeah, apparently not. Apparently they just say, fuck you. You can kill one or two, but you can't kill all of us. And they just go ravaging through gardens and whatnot. And it's kind of interesting, but they're super evasive. I didn't know they bred. Well, I knew they bred. I didn't know they had such huge.
Did you now?
I didn't know they had such huge litters.
Yeah. Right. Well,
But it
and
makes sense.
the whole. I've learned a little bit about just pig farming only from Homestead Rescue, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get the principle of it. I don't really understand exactly why everything has to be done the certain way, but I trust that they know what they're talking
Sure.
about. So like a farrowing pen, like I always wondered how the sow is going to know to line herself up on that grate.
Okay.
Is she going to just know that her kids are that her piglets are hungry
Right.
and they want to suckle? So she's just going to turn over and scoot in. I think maybe because the piglets can't get any closer. There's a barrier there, but she can get closer, right? So exactly. I mean, it's just that's where my brain went. I'm like, well, why does it work that way?
Yeah.
Is the gate there because she scoots in and she'll crush them? I'm thinking that's probably what it is.
For me, it's
but
just like nature's gonna figure that shit out.
Right.
Worst. I would be the worst.
I'm not putting baby piglets in a jail. Okay.
No, I would be the worst. Like it was like they were doing something else in some other episode. It's like, oh, the goat's pregnant. Are you gonna help deliver the goat? And I was like, that they wouldn't be asking me that question. I was like, look, nature's already figured that shit out. I feel like if I'm there, I'm gonna fuck it up. So.
Right, survival of the fittest as well.
I'll just
Okay.
give them their room and some hay. What is it? They need hay? Okay, I'll just fill that with hay. And then let them do whatever it is they're gonna do, and then I'll come back in the morning and I'll just open it up like a fucking Schrodinger box. It's like, hey, goats? No? Okay, close it. I'll just close it. And then when I open it and there's goats or there's chickens or there's pigs, well, whatever the fuck is in the birthing room, if it's done, ding, piglets, oh, okay, cool. Then I'll interact. But the whole helping it, no, God, no, fuck that. You're not gonna help your cow, but no, I'm not gonna help a fucking cow.
Did you see? Well, I know that you saw, but there was the one where the lady was like, "There's a donkey or something, a pony or whatever in this little barn area." And was that the same one, the sniper episode?
No. Oh wait. They did. Now that you mention it, they did have like some weird combo going on.
Like there was a chicken that was like out in the open, and then there was like donkey or something.
Yeah,
and they were like, she was like, this little baby was sick last night, so I separated her from everybody just so that she could rest and not be stressed. And, really figure out what's going on.
Was that the house? Yes, that was the house where it was like a dead animal. And it just died, and then Marty was like,
I said it just died last night, and he's like, I will help you get this out of here.
Yeah. Marty was like, oh my God, they have a dead animal right here.
Like these people are in. Did they plan this? That's what my cynical ass would be saying. Yeah. Did y'all do this shit on purpose?
Like, yo,
to make it look like y'all really needed help.
Like we said we would help, but come the fuck on. The literal fuck on. What are we? You all are not even cleaning up? Now, come on.
You are either murderers or soothsayers. One of the two.
On. We just, come on. Like, that would be me the whole time. It's like, you know what? Y'all knew that thing was going to die. Stop. You had to wait for me to come in. We don't know why. Maybe you can look at it and tell me why.
He's like, yep, Ned.
I'll tell you why. Your place is shitty. That's why. That's why we're here. Okay. If you didn't have a shitty place, we wouldn't be here. That's the whole point of the show. That's the fine print.
Okay, I need to tell you something. One time, my cousin had a goat, and it hung itself.
Okay.
And my grandfather discovered that it was dead.
I love our
There you go.
segue stories. Like it's just like you really don't know where they're gonna go, but you know in some remote fashion it's gonna be related, but you don't know how. And it might be like this little grain of salt connected, but
Yeah.
it's still
Well, I
worth
mean,
saying.
hey, I'm just trying to offer
Yeah,
some anecdotal
yeah.
um,
You know what?
life experiences
Offer
over here.
offer received, man. Offer received.
Okay. So I'll have to
Yeah,
please remind me to tell you about that.
yeah,
So we were about the little goat guy
yeah,
and then the piglets and stuff. Like we need to learn how to do all of that, right?
yeah.
So we've been really digging into it and going through the episodes. And I'm like, she's like, what do you want to watch? And I'm like, House Rescue. And she's like, oh my God, like I'm so thirsty for it,
Hmm.
not because of any other reason than I'm getting so much knowledge.
So
I mean, Lord God.
this one was interesting of how they did the processing station, and I was very interested in that one because it seemed like it it seemed cool, but at the same time, I was like, it's kind of open. Anything can be in there. Just sort of like it's. I don't know. I dug it, but at the same time, I was like, you got to make sure that's really clean because something might want to get in there just because it smells um like flesh, like decaying flesh, or
Right. A
a
meal.
fresh kill. And we can clean up stuff so well that we can't smell it, but in the wild, predators can smell shit, and it doesn't take much left for them to just get a whiff of it and be like, hey, let me go check that out and see if there's anything left over. um so it's interesting that that was the setup. I did dig a little bit of how open it was, but yet also enclosed.
um, there was something else that I was going to tell you.
Hmm.
Um, what did you think about? I thought this was amazing. Science, I love science. So there was an episode where this lady had a still
Hmm.
for her apothecary.
Hmm.
And so she made her own oils and stuff.
Right.
Do you remember that one?
Keep talking. I seem to keep going.
So Matt was like, she went and showed him this little area in the back where she did her apothecary stuff.
Hmm.
And so I was thinking about seeing like a lot of jars and stuff like that.
Hmm.
This lady had a freaking steel, like a copper steel,
Yeah, that was
so that she could distill the oils and infuse them and all that good stuff.
yeah,
So I was like, that's
yeah.
badass. Like,
I'm
you
trying to.
know that level of how to do
Yeah,
this.
I'm trying to remember that one. I think it came in on that one, like halfway, and she was talking about how she was doing all of her oils, essential
Uh
oils,
huh.
and but it was like even the process she was doing it wasn't as efficient as she was hoping for, or the area was just not as it wasn't set up well enough to do it as well as she would like. Yeah, that one was
Right,
interesting.
because it was just out in the open. There
Hmm.
was no cover to it
Hmm.
anymmore.
That one
And then
was
he put it in
interesting.
a building and then they added another still for her
Right,
so that she could do two different types of oils, which is great.
right.
That's awesome.
That one was interesting. I feel like it's something that they've been encountering with more and more that I've seen. I don't know if that's something that all of them have in some way or another, but from what I've seen, more and more there's been homesteaders that they've been encountering that do their own soaps and deodorants.
Mhm.
This chick that was doing her own essential oils and whatnot, and they're doing it as a thing for themselves, but also for a degree of making money, um, and or trade. And it, when I see
Yeah,
that,
they do like to support homestead business.
right,
You know what I mean?
right. And when I see those people, I think of you. Um, like,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, because you've mentioned those types of things that you wanted to do. Even the guys,
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. I just can't wait to get started.
yeah. So even the two guys that I was telling you about, the one, there was an episode where two guys, uh,
Was this with the dead people in the under the trees?
maybe,
The couple? It was a gay couple?
and there was a big barn.
Okay. Yeah, it was Big Barn. And then they had an orchard and they buried their parents in the
Oh
orchard
no, no, this one,
under like a tree.
no, this one, his mom was still alive. Um,
Oh, okay.
but no, it was a well, it was a married couple, two dudes. One of them though was making soap and and
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
soap and deodorant. It's this season. Now that I think about it, it's this season.
Oh.
And but he was doing it in the barn, and so Matt helped him get this old storage shed, clear it out, build up shelves and whatnot, so he can do it in there instead of in the barn proper.
What area were they in?
Um,
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay. I was going to say, it probably wouldn't work out if it was a hot,
Yeah, it was
and humid.
it was like
It'd probably melt it.
Idaho, or something like that. But
Idaho.
it's this season. It's this season.
Okay, I'll get
Yeah,
there.
you're gonna get there. You'll know it when you see it.
I'm almost there. And then I'm going to go over to this amazing, what looks like uh, a, a really good find on Netflix.
Yeah,
And I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a hundo.
yeah, right. You're not a
sure.
hundo. Not 100.
A hundo.
I'm not 100. I'm not a keep
Not
100. You're not 100. 100. You're not 100.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this.
100.
So it's called The Manhattan Alien Abduction, and I've not seen it.
But wait, bouncy pants.
Yeah.
Are you done with your rescue episode?
Sorry. Yes, I am. I thought I was flowing nicely into the other. Was I not?
Okay.
Did I just
you flowed so nicely.
Okay.
Yeah, you flowed so nicely. I was like, wait, where am I? What?
You didn't even notice, did you?
No,
just
no.
with it. Hey, look, let it happen.
Yeah, I should have.
Okay, just imagine me whispering, let it happen.
I should have. I mean, because I was talking about two gay dudes making soap, and the next thing you know, the aliens in Manhattan are like, what the fuck? What happened? Did I just pass out real quick? What the fuck? Yeah, you went real.
You know what? You may want to check your butthole because maybe aliens abducted you real quick.
We were talking about soap, but goddamn. So yeah, you got to check that out. It's.
I'm excited. How many episodes is it?
God, I can't.
I'm looking right now. Right now, it is.
Four.
There are 3 parts.
Okay. That should be it. That should be it.
Yeah, and it says. Okay, just 3.
It completes itself, so it's not like a.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a season.
Well, they just did a Gabby Petito one too. That was a Netflix series, and it was only 3. It was only 3 episodes.
I think,
and that was. We just finished that last night, and oh my god, are you kidding me? And then today I found out on like some I don't know, TikTok or whatever. Laura sent me something, and it was that people saw that guy Brian Petito like in the wilderness. And they were like, "Hey, bro, hey, like this you're the guy." And he took off running. He had a big pack of survival gear, and he could survive for quite a long time.
Yeah,
out in the woods.
I think
so. I don't know. It was a really fascinating one, and I like that they're doing that format because with Homesteader Rescue, I love it. Don't get me wrong, I fucking adore it. However, a lot of times I don't have an hour or a couple of hours. And I'm like, I'm wanting to watch this all the time. It's like a brand new relationship. Are you kidding me?
I think it's a thing of where
I feel like we're involved.
I think it's a thing where if it's something that you're really into and you're really gaining, whether it's knowledge, information, whatever you want, getting more I don't know, it's getting more educated at the craft that you're really involved in, then yeah, time just sort of doesn't matter. It really just sort of slips away and is a thing where you're just like, okay, this is cool. And next thing you know, it's like, was that 3 hours? What?
Mhm.
That was 3 hours. Oh,
You're like, fuck, I got to be up in 2 hours. Or like, oh, I should probably
yeah.
eat something at some
And
point, right?
anything else, you're like, God damn it, it's 3 hours. Oh my God, wait, what? This has
Right.
only been three
But I'm
minutes?
like, this is kind of like a drug for me almost.
Yeah,
Like learning is like, I just gobble it up.
it's like, this has
So
only been 3 minutes?
it's
Fuck. Oh,
good
no.
stuff. Right.
No. Yeah.
Usually it's like 3 minutes.
hmm
That's it.
hmm If shit ever goes down and we have
It will at some point. Just a warning. I don't know when that's going to happen. The spirit guides don't talk to me that way,
She's just like,
but it will. So you need to make sure that you have this book
yeah,
and some canned goods.
yeah.
Okay.
Down,
Continue.
like, fucking if it's going down. And when it does, you need this book.
It's done.
It might not fit in your back pocket, but it will fit in your go bag.
Mm-mm.
And
And it's going to be heavy, but worth
it's
carrying.
knowledge. All knowledge is heavy. All knowledge is heavy.
Fair. Oh my God.
So if you haven't, you need to. For more than just this, but definitely for this, you go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com and you can check out the book. And what?
It's under Project Spotlight.
And it's a link of it on a lot of our different pages. But even if you go to Project Spotlight, like the designer says, go there and check it out. It's there.
Ugh,
It's there.
I cannot wait to get this.
So, I don't know if you know this, but if you don't, like I said, go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. You will find that we have a link to the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization.
Oh, yeah.
You can use our code, the D and the D code. Click the link, get the book, get the knowledge you need to know so many goddamn things, like how to.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Hand illustrated. Like, what's the last thing you saw that's been hand illustrated? That
The Bible.
also, okay, see, now you just ruined my statement. Jesus. Literally, Jesus. I was going to say, what's the last thing you seen that's been hand illustrated that helped you in life? And you was like, it's the Bible. I was like, oh, well, fuck. Touche. Okay. Aside from that, what's the last thing you've seen? Recent. What is recent relevant news? So, yeah, maybe, whatever floats your boat. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to know why and how a boat floats, get the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization. Learn how to make fire, learn how to do all types of crafts, gardening, building shit, because sometimes things has to, you got to learn some new shit. And some of that shit might save your life. Like, hey, how do I make clothes? How do I make paper? How do I make fire? If you don't have those answers, likely it's in the book.
Your society, your new civilization is only going to go so far.
Okay. So you need this.
This is why you need the book. It's an investment.
Yeah.
And because it's an actual book, like if there's an EMP or a disaster,
It still works, I think.
as long as it doesn't burn up,
the book will still work.
then it's still worth it.
It'll still work. It won't need it. Okay, cool.
No, it's not going to need that.
So check it out. Again, go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. Get the book. You can find it on its own page, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com/the book, or you can look at all the links that we have on various pages about the book. Click.
Even if you can't buy it, save up for it. But then if for whatever reason you can't or you just don't want to, just go and appreciate the fact that
I think
that's a robust book, and the artwork is gorgeous.
I think it can do installments. I have to double check. But in either case, click the link. You don't ever hear the Dinosaur or I asking for donations or this or that. for memberships, and we ask for you to click our affiliate links, and we ask for you to buy our merch. Why? Because that helps us keep this wonderful shit show going for you to laugh and giggle while you're sitting on the toilet. That's
Until the civilization
right,
ends, and you have to have this fucking
right,
book in order to get back to where you
right.
were.
And when you hear that pew of shit shutting down, if shit shutting,
Go grab the
yeah, if
book
shit shutting down,
and your canned
and you're
goods.
like, oh fuck, what were they saying? I was listening to the Dinosaur and the Dude, and they were saying that I needed to. God damn it! It all shut down. Oh fuck! I was supposed to get it. Don't be that person.
Again.
Don't be that person. When you hear the shit shutting down, just go. You be this person where you go. I'm so glad I clicked that link and got the book from the Dinosaur and the
Right.
Dude.
Uh-huh.
I am ready for this shit storm that's coming because I've got
Let's
the
go.
book. I can make all these things because it's hand illustrated. So even if you don't like to read, it's right there, drawn out.
Right, exactly.
Amazing.
So that is brought to y'all by Hungry
Yes.
Minds, is who put that
Yep.
book out. And they have some other books that they're trying to promote
Yep.
too so that they can
Yep.
make. One of them is called The Antithesis of Humankind.
Yep.
It's an anthem to humankind. And it looks like it's going to be phenomenal. So
Yes.
I'm hoping that they can get the backing that they
To
need.
finish that one up too.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
definitely check it out. Again, click our link. It's going to help two things. It's going to help Hungry Minds, and it's going to help the Dinosaur the Dude. And it's going to help you because you get all the fucking knowledge. That is
Right.
priceless.
That's a leg up.
It's two legs up.
You might not be murdered when it all hits the fan
That's,
if you know where the secret book is.
that's the guarantee we're passing on to you. Get the book, and you might not be murdered. So you tell us what's the last thing. Okay, you're probably going to say a gun or a sword or whatever. What's the last book
Nope.
you bought that probably had a soft guarantee that you might not be murdered? None. None. No, not even the Bible. So get the book and get the book from the Dinosaur and the
Get the
Dude.
book. The book is the new Bible. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
The Bible. It's like
Oh my
it's like
God.
yeah, whatever. But yeah, the aliens though. So the UFO thing, I watched it and I was just like, so this is kind of the flip flop, you know. I watched this, so I'll I'll talk about it. I think that I was like, okay, this is something that you need to see because it's one of those things where it it's fascinating and it's also um it's a lot of things. It's like confusing, sad, and then disappointing, but then fascinating all over again because of the levels of confusion and sadness and disappointment that's in there. To me, it just increased the fascination of it for me because it's like it's still an ongoing thing. So at the end of the documentary, you realize it's still an ongoing thing. It's nothing has really been like finalized. You're really when you watch the documentary, you're realizing that you're revisiting something that's already occurred. They've already gone through the phenomenon, if you will, and so now it's digesting what the fuck happened. Um, like, okay, here's what occurred, here's what happened, and it exploded across America. And everybody was like, whoa. And then shit was thrown at the fan and it splattered everywhere. And this is the fallout. And so you're like, oh, so I'm coming into this with the old wounds already applied, you know, and so it's interesting. It was interesting for me to see that perspective unpacked again and how um, it shows footage of how it was when it occurred and everyone's just so like, oh wow, it's awesome. And so it's going to be interesting to get your take on it when you see it. So we'll talk about it again when you after you watch it, because I still have questions about it. I still have like, what did I
Oh,
watch?
I'm sure. I'm sure I'm going to have a billion
Like
questions. Of
it's like
course,
what?
it's the unknown.
Yeah, like what really did I watch? Did I watch a shitty person? Did I watch shitty people? Did I watch story talking about something genuine? Because clearly people and lives were affected, and clearly something, if something did not occur, it's it's that thing of where we talked about before, like it's too many people involved for it to be um staged. And if it is staged, no one decided to pull back the reins on that horse, because now some people's lives are really fucked, like really super. They're in a dark place, fucked. So it's hard to digest that. Some people just really didn't care for the sake of a UFO, fame. But I don't know. We're also talking about people, and people do heinous shit. So who knows? But yeah, when you get finished
Right.
watching it,
I think this is going to make a lot more sense once I see it.
yeah, it's
Right.
gonna be. It's, I was gonna say, when you get finished watching it, that'll that's gonna be a good conversation, because then it's a thing where it's just like, what do you think? What do you think happened?
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's only 3 episodes, so they're probably about an hour each.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that'll be a good little night.
yeah.
That'll,
It's a,
that'll be date night tomorrow.
yeah, and it's not like, okay, it's not a
I'll bring the
labor.
cheese up.
It's not a labor. It's like, okay, I want to see what the next one
No,
is.
it's an
I
enjoyment.
want to see what the next one is going to be. Oh shit, there's only three. Okay, this one's going to tie it all together. And you look and it's like, fuck, no way, no way, no, because it's just sort of unfolds like that, and then you're just left with this. Oh no, no, this cake didn't bake right. It's still uncooked in the middle. It's just so weird. At the end, it's like it's a weird feeling for me.
Does it leave you like kind of feeling weird?
It it made me feel like, as a person that wants definitive information and definitive proof, and to be able to, and is welcoming for that. It's not really going to be something that makes me run for the hills or freaks me out or causes chaos, like what some other people suspect. Oh yeah, if people knew the truth about aliens and UFOs and UA elemental P's or whatever, it'll cause chaos, and people will question religion and government and money and da, 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 da.
Right.
It does none of that for me. It's like, okay, it's almost like, hey, we got new neighbors next door. Oh, okay, cool.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Oh, your aliens are real? Okay, great. What are they contributing? Or
it,
what are we doing
yeah,
here?
it's
Do they have jobs? Are they going to have to work? Can they pick the vegetables?
right. It's like, for
You know?
me, that's how I look at it. That's how I've always looked at it. It's like, if you're in the neighborhood and there's houses on this street, that's how I think of planets and the universe. It's like, yeah, yeah, sure, someone's living in that house. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, of course. I mean, it's there. Sure, something's got to be. And so for me, it's like that with planets. It's like, yeah, it's, it's Jupiter. It's full of gas. I mean, we can't live there, but yeah, someone could be living there. Sure. Do we know about it? No, we don't, because we're fucking remedial or whatever. We don't know. It's like that. It's like, somebody's living over there, and there's the house right there. I'm sure somebody's living in it. I'm not going up to the house and peeking in it. I don't live there.
How about I mind my own fucking
I was like,
business?
I don't live there. I'm not gonna go in there. I don't live in it. I don't live in that house. I live in this house right here. So I'm gonna stick to mine. Okay. If I happen to go out and I see somebody, I'm like, oh, look at that. There are people. Huh. I wave. I want to communicate with them, and they communicate back to me. Oh, okay. Then we got dialogue. But other than that, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. Like 3 streets away, there's a house right there. Somebody live in it? Probably. Am I gonna go check it out? No. But I don't refute that somebody like I'm not looking at a city with one house and thinking I got all these buildings and houses around me, but I'm the only one that lives here. No. I'm sure some other people and some other things live in these houses and buildings. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not it's not strange for me for planets to have inhabitants. Just like it's not strange for houses to have inhabitants. It's like okay.
I don't think I've ever thought about it to that depth
It's like
because that's like pretty deep. But
it's just like
yeah, I mean, I just do. I mean, I realize that we're probably arrogant fucks
yeah,
that aren't really worth the air that we breathe if we can't recognize that we are not so fucking special that we're the only people in this entire universe.
yeah. It's like
Like there are there are other entities, dimensions, all that shit.
But you got this whole thing where it's like egos, and there's like, well, are they as intelligent as us? They flew here, motherfucker. So
Right.
that answers
How
your
many times you look at this goddamn
that
planet?
answers your question right there. We're we're
Okay.
we're struggling to go back to the moon again. So, if you can fly,
Or maybe just go there for the first
if
time.
you can
Whatever.
fly in a ship to another planet, that automatically is
I'd fly to Uranus.
that's automatically a shut the fuck up card being put down. There's no. That's the
Right.
that's the
Sit down and shut up. Okay.
that's the kid riding around on his bike without holding the handlebars. That's what that is. Like
You did it now, didn't you? You did it now.
like
Okay.
I was like, you're still holding handlebars. Check this shit out. Oh wow, they're cool. No handlebars. Oh wow, okay, great. So yeah,
Oh my gosh.
as a person that is like that just it's not even deep for me. Like I was just like, yeah, other things are out there. If we get in contact, we get in contact. But it's like I I'm open to that. Always been open to that. Always been like, okay, cool. For that to be a thing where there's also that element of, yeah, but it could be all theater. I'm like, oh, I don't.
I mean, before the age of social media, okay, maybe. But people pay attention these days.
It's hard to
or
do.
they've got cameras that go off automatically. You know, they turn on automatically and they catch things. So there's a lot more evidence that supports the fact that we're not alone.
Yeah.
I think the bigger problem that we need to worry about is for people, if and when something undeniable jumps out of the sky and, you know, asks for a cup of sugar, then just don't freak out. It's going to be hard not to, but I really do think that most entities would come with love in mind, because I don't think that they would come and seek out people if they were just going to fucking blow us up, because why wouldn't they just drive by and be like, vapor, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if people can just know that, I really believe that they come with love in mind for humanity, and that's probably why they're here at this time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree or refute that. I mean, it's just sort of like I can't. It's like putting my head the mentality of a whale. I really can't relate. I really can't relate because I don't have that capacity of comparing. So what I mean by that is like if if you're hopping from planet to planet and interacting with species, I don't know how much love you have for the next one that you come across. You might want to interact with them and learn, but I don't know. I don't know what the intentions or mindset of. And I think this is. I think that
Well, that's what I was fixing to say. It's about
right, but
intention.
I think the intention part is the question mark that people have a hard time with because anything new, people might well, people do think of it as okay. What does that mean towards me? What what does that mean? Are you?
Do you think that they just automatically see it as a
Oh
threat?
yeah,
Because that's a pessimistic kind of way of
oh
thinking.
yeah,
And I would think the opposite. I would be like, I'm gonna have a good intention in my heart for this situation until I'm proved wrong.
yeah,
So I'm already setting myself up for success.
hmm
If you think the other way, then you're setting yourself up for failure
yeah,
because you're going to have doubt no matter what. But if I go into it with hope instead of doubt, then I hope that it's going to be a positive situation, even if I'm not directly affected,
right,
right? Like, not like an alien's going to come up to me and be like, "Hey, bitch, how you been?" You know.
yeah,
But
right. I mean, I think that,
if it happens in the United States, then it can very well indirectly affect everybody, you know, in their own ways, in varying
yeah.
degrees. So
I mean, I think
I just try to put a positive spin on it.
yeah,
Maybe like kind of manifest that a little bit,
sure, you
you know,
can.
and be like, this is my
Yeah,
reality.
you can
You
give it a
know, like
shot.
everybody is getting along and we're good. That's what I keep just working
Yeah,
toward.
you can give it a shot.
I mean, I realize all I can do is improve
Right.
myself, but you know, if I'm improving myself and being more positive and more open, then maybe it will encourage somebody else to be more positive and more open because we don't, you know, we don't have to agree with the aliens, but if they're here and they have the capability of coming here and we
hmm
don't, um, yeah, they pretty much have the upper hand.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The upper hand part is the threat part. Think that I'm paraphrasing, but even Reagan talked about how the only thing that really he hates to think of it, but the only thing that really will bring humanity and the world together is an extraterrestrial threat because
Bring it.
because
I mean, don't knock the threat.
because
Just y'all come and be cool and tell us to mind our
because
business.
then
And
that's the thing that will unite us all because we would have to go up against uh, a, a threat that all of us would have to be united in order to really thwart. If it's friendly, then we're hoping, like you just said, we're hoping it to be in the United States because then we got a pal, and that's been emulated even.
but what I'm saying though is like how you. I mean, if they're not friendly towards us,
Mhm.
why would they want to come down here and start a war? They obviously have more technology than us. Why not just drive by and vaporize our planet and be done
Yeah,
and
well,
go?
I mean, there's
Like,
theories with that because it's like, okay, maybe it's not even about starting a war. It's like, okay, we need to come down. Okay, hey, check it out. We got to go and get that resource right there. That planet has that
okay,
resource.
got you.
And so, boom, it goes down there. Okay, of course, yeah. It's going to be inhabited. Yeah. But whatever, they're primitive. And they're coming down to get whatever the fuck they want, need air, water, sand, whatever. And it will deplete the planet. It will ruin the planet. It will, for lack of astronomical fact, I'll just say, yeah, it'll turn the planet inhabitable and maybe turn it into a moon. It'll be desolate. It doesn't matter about the species on the planet. They're they're irrelevant. They just need the resources. I think that I think the thing that is lost a lot in discussions with UFOs or beings from other planets and whatnot is that we don't know of them being any other way than what we can comprehend. And so for
Right.
that, we put them on our own level of intelligence because that's what we can
Hmm.
comprehend. But that's the paradox because they can't be on our own level of intelligence if they're able to transverse space and time.
Right.
So they're already at a much higher intelligence, a much higher way of processing things and efficiency. So the things that we find endearing or the things that we hope for that we'll be able to connect with and understand could very well mean nothing to them because none of that, they're so beyond and past, and that emotion is irrelevant, that feeling is irrelevant. It is the process, is the efficiency, it is the thing that they need in order to continue and or get from A to B. And we're not even B. We're
Right.
not even B. We're just the pit stop to get to B, and they need to fill up and
Mm-hmm.
move on. Now, if we say, "Hey, stop," and we throw our little sticks and stones worth of weapons at them,
Power. Right.
it's like, okay, look, don't do that.
They're just going to start flinging people off to the side. Like, just get the
Yeah,
fuck away.
like
Go. Bye. Go.
like
You know,
don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, fine.
and just let us do what we're doing and we'll leave.
Yeah,
Fine. Whatever.
it's like
Y'all can go back to destroying your own selves. We don't need us to be
right
that, to
because
do that for you.
because
You're doing it
yeah
well.
because to them it's like okay you guys aren't even on the scale yet. You guys aren't even
Right. They're like, shut up.
you're not
Y'all
even
just shut up.
how many planets have you in the solar?
Have
Just
you
this
been to?
one?
Right?
This one. Okay.
And you've only discovered one moon now. Is that
Okay.
correct? Just one?
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's fine. We have
Okay.
67, but cool.
Like it was that one debate, was that a year ago? Where somebody was they captured what they thought was the debate was that there was a structure, this structure, a ship, or something that came and sucked energy from the sun and then left. And like,
I don't think that's true. And the reason why is because it's gotten fucking hotter in the summer.
no, 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 no. What, this came to the sun, parked off to the side of it, sucked in, like you can see a stream going into what some people are like, it's an orb right there. Can you see it? And it's like, oh, it's kind of cloaked or whatever. But by way of this energy from the sun going into it.
Wait, what?
And then because of that,
Good.
and then it sucked it and then left. And so they're like, oh my God. and so I'm looking at it and going, and I'm thinking to myself, and people are thinking, man, fucking UFOs come here, we're gonna fucking kick their ass. No, this bitch just came.
Have you ever sucked the fucking surface of the sun? No, you haven't.
This shit just came up to the sun like it's a fucking Bucky's and got its
beaver nuggets.
Got its little snack and then left. We're complaining.
I do think that's some good brisket. I'm
We're
just saying.
complaining about a summer. This thing just came up to the sun.
That's fair.
Sucked this little.
I wonder if we were to start for the sun, how long it would take us to reach the sun, like in time, our version of time.
It's not about the distance of it. It came and went.
No, I'm just wondering.
No, I'm saying it came and
how
went.
long it would
It
take.
didn't get destroyed. It didn't burn up. It didn't even show that it was hot.
Right.
Like,
right. I understand.
Like we're taking
I
off
got
flames before we even reach the sun. This is parked right next to the sun. Like, oh.
Like walked in like it was a 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
like, yeah, what's up? I need this and this. Okay, give me some of that, and I'm out.
I'm like, y'all might want to.
Y'all tough bitches built different,
Y'all
huh?
might want to stop poking the UFO bear. I mean, I'm just saying.
You know what? I would be like, go ahead, because if I'm going out, I'm going out. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I guess. Like this fucking asteroid that's supposed to be, like not supposed to be, but like might, and the percentage is creeping up a little bit.
Yeah,
so now it's like 1 in whatever. It's a pretty small number.
Yeah, it's all chitty chat. It's all just people like, oh my God, is that y'all know how many asteroids fly around this bitch? Like there's so many that there's so many that fly by that no one cares about. But then the one oh my God, it's coming. Oh my God, if it hits us, and what? And what?
Then what? You either die or you
What
don't.
if it
Okay.
hits us? Then what? You're like, well, if it hits the ocean, we're safe. No, we're not. It's going to be tsunamis for everybody. It's going to be like
If it hits the mountain, we're safe. No, you're not.
it's going to be like a fucking buffet line of tsunamis. Just everyone can get some.
I think it really needs to aim the asteroid itself. I think it would be super fun and for everybody involved for the last thing that they see. For it to land in a volcano and then it gets so hot and the volcano shoots it up out of the volcano back into space. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, if the asteroid was done by Chuck Jones, yeah, sure. I mean, check out the movie.
I'm about to piss on. Wait, I got a rainbow. Whatever.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
If you're a woman and you've never tried peeing standing up, it's not fucking easy. So to have a device that acts as a funnel, so that you can pee standing up on the go, it's pretty powerful. You know, you don't have to squat. You don't have to worry about bugs or, ants or wasps or snakes or whatever. You just stand up, put the thing in between your legs. It's like a funnel and you just pee. I've had one for years. I love it. And I've used it in camping. I've used it at pasture parties. I've used it even in parking lots at a concert whenever I didn't want to go and sit in the line and I knew that I'd be at the car in just a second and it's going to take a while to get to, for the traffic to die down to get out of the concert parking lot. So I just used it in the parking lot. I mean, fuck it, whatever. If you are interested in getting a female urination device, you're in luck because we have a partnership with Go Girl. And you can go to go-girl.com and enter the code DDGoGirl25 and you can get 25% off of your entire purchase. That's the lowest price that they offer anywhere. So you can go and get that and you can pee standing up, which is fucking great. So just keep it in your go bag and you're good to go. So try it. Pee standing up. It's neat. It's discreet. You don't have to take life sitting down. You can go get a Go Girl with the special 25% discount at go-girl.com.
Still pineappling.
What's up?
I said, are you still pineappling? As if I was going to hear you say, yeah, I'm still in here.
This is a double flusher.
Yeah, right. Surprise. Snuck up on me, a surprise.
Whoopsies.
There's so much more.
Glad I didn't trust that fart.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, we've all been there. So, what the fuck? I think to just summarize what we were talking about, aliens are we have to stop fooling ourselves with being on the same level as aliens. I mean, we're just not. Stop, people, stop hopes and dreams. Stop. We're not.
Right.
We're not. We're not.
Do you think that dolphins
Yes.
do you think that they can interact with the aliens?
Yes.
You do?
I just fill in the blank with everything. Like, yes. If I don't know for sure, yes. There's a probability. There's a possibility. Yes.
It's possible. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yes.
I guess it is.
Like when you look into octopus, yes.
Is that octopi?
Yeah, octopussies, yes. I think the octopussies, you can't. If we can't explain octopussies, then yes to all the questions. Yes.
But
yes,
we can
yes,
interact with and touch the octopussies, but you cannot touch or interact with or try to even sway behavior of a marine mammal.
No, we have worked with a lot of octopussies. There's that one that they used to
had the 8 legs.
There's the one that they used to. It was predicting some game. It was predicting the Super Bowls or
What are you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah. Humans are shitty people. We will do things and then want to like we will do things and then want to save things at the same time. Um, let's see,
Oh my
octopus.
god, I'm looking it up right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh no. They
yeah.
have
World
little
Cup. It
stickers on
predicted the
them.
World Cup. Paul the Octopus. We'll give it a name. Paul the Octopus predicted the winner of the World Cup of the 2010 World Cup, becoming famous as an animal oracle. And we'll do shit like that. We're very shitty people. We'll do the shit like that, and then in the same breath, we have to save the animals and treat them with respect.
Right. We can't
And
exploit them.
but then at the same
Oh,
time,
really?
yeah, Paul, yeah. It's like, yeah, and the octopus also predicted the results of the 2018 World Cup. And then this is when people go too far. This is when it goes too far. As if fucking with the octopus wasn't enough. This is when it goes too far. An AI octopus predicted the outcome of Euro 2024. Like, what? AI octopus? No, that's too much, too much, too far, too far. We
Well,
got
I
to
mean,
have.
for that matter, a fucking bottle of Sprite could predict it as well. I mean, it is
I mean,
AI.
it's like when you look at when you octopus are weird. Octopus,
They're creepy, but
no, no.
a
I mean,
little
like
terrifying.
as a species. No, I'm saying just like, oh, okay, this works, this works, this works. Okay, whale, fish. Okay, shark. Okay,
Lots
dolphin.
of arms.
Okay,
Lots of arms.
uh,
Arms everywhere.
no, well, that's my point. It's like, okay, these are all relating. Yeah, whale, fish. Uh, okay, yeah, dolphin, shark. They're all salmon. They're all fish. They all have similar features. Octopus, you're standing in a category all by your fucking self. Oh, and you got different hearts and you got a brain in each. Okay, for each. Okay, cool. You can change your color at whim, and you can squeeze into the smallest of spaces to escape things. You eject an inky black substance that, okay, cool, that coats the enemy. Yeah, you don't do anything that all the others in the ocean do. Yeah,
Well,
that seems,
I we don't know that. I mean, 80%. What is it? 80% of our ocean we've not
we don't
explored.
know, we don't know what. I'm just saying I gave you a
Like
bunch
there
of
could be
fish.
a super target down there. We don't know.
Sure, but I'm saying my point is I just gave you a bunch of fish. And the other thing that's in the ocean with them is nothing like any of that.
Right.
Like, okay, even if we do serpents, okay, there's some sea snakes.
That would be cool.
There's some there's some sea there's some eels. There are some okay, they're all kind of no. This thing right here, like the closest with arms like that, a starfish. Okay, a jellyfish, right up there with octopus. Like you're just floating around, just fucking laying waste to everything that you touch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think we experimented on anything,
You don't think
but
we what?
I don't think we experimented on anything. But is the ocean like some experimentation toy box of toys that you just didn't really know what to fucking do with? Like you just created some creatures like, oh, I don't know what to do with this.
That looks good. Just chunk it in
Put
there.
it in put it in the ocean until we figure it out. Yeah, it's just like okay.
Right. No, definitely needs ears, just in case. But put
Yeah,
it in the ocean.
yeah, just get it in the ocean for right now, and then we'll pull it up centuries later when we figure out what we want to do. Let's see what these things that we just made with legs do, though. These things on the land, they're funny. Look at these motherfuckers. They're building things. They're building things. They got roads. They got buildings.
They got
Yeah,
roads. That's cute. On the on the surface, they have roads. That's adorable.
they're having babies. Look at them. Oh shit, they're fighting each other.
Oh, what's that? Ooh, big firework. Oh,
Oh
nuke.
man. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, let's go look at the octopus again because these motherfuckers are gonna wipe each other out. So we need to go ahead and have something start working on something new because these things are gonna kill each other.
Are
Guys,
pussies,
octopussies. Mhm.
octopussies, are they smarter than dolphins?
I think they're a lot smarter than what we understand. Like when something is so
There.
smart, it just can't be bothered with you. You're just you're like, look,
Kind of
hey,
like every alien species so far that has passed us and said, you know what, we're good. We're
look.
good. We don't need to stop.
When you learn to stop digging in your nose, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you.
You actually
But,
poop out of a butt? What's
but until
that
then,
about?
you don't reprocess any of that. You don't reprocess that for more energy.
That's
God,
just okay.
that literally is waste. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you got that right. Jesus. Yeah, I don't I don't know. To me, it's like this. Smart how? Like again, we're like to really answer your question. I we're trying to gauge intelligence on our comprehension of intelligence. Like what we deem to be smart is
Fair.
what we deem to be intelligent is based on our guidelines of what we find to be intelligent. So what we find would be intelligent for us is what we think is intelligence overall. But it's not. We just it just doesn't apply for us because there's a lot of other things that outlive a lot of other species. Does that you can't really think that they just sort of cap off at the intelligence level. Like,
Yeah, but it depends on what they're also exposed to. Or I don't know if octopus
go ahead, you can say it.
travel in octopuses, if they travel in groups. I know that dolphins do. That's called a
Sure.
pod. So I just looked it up. I just asked the internet if dolphins
Called the
or
pod kids.
octopussies were which one was more intelligent, and they're saying that dolphins are generally considered to be more intelligent. But it doesn't it says due to their brain size, which is more relative size to their body, and then the fact that dolphins are fast learners and can copy humans. Right. So, and I don't know if they've done if they've done the same amount of research for the octopuses or not. We just don't know. I mean, maybe they're discriminating against the octopuses. Who knows?
Right.
Social skills, communication, problem solving, and hunting. Like, how did they test the octopussies? And how did they test the dolphins on problem solving? They're like, here's this code that we've not been able to figure out for like the past millennia. Can you please tell us what this means? And they're going to be like, oh, you're reading it wrong.
You didn't know? Here's the manual on.
Here's the math. Okay.
Because exactly what you said about dolphins is exactly what it said about ravens and crows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they are super smart and that they can mimic humans, and that they like people talk about how crows attack people. That's because they remember faces. Just sit back and let that sink in.
No, I really can't because I've seen the movie Birds, and that's terrifying.
There's birds out there that will remember faces, and you're just walking along and they go, oh, there's that motherfucker that treated me that way. And then
fuck him.
And then come after you. They've also realized that they have burial rituals. When they see one raven get hit, others will fly over and stand next to the other and mourn for its passing. And they will do problem solving. they have come to the conclusion that they have the intelligence. They can have the intelligence of a 2 or 4 year old. So, and that's just flying around. So it's like they. I think that we find again we're gauging the intelligence based on our understanding of it. We're not
Very
figuring
true.
out if we're not figuring out if this is the smartest dolphin in the pod bunch and then comparing it with the other dolphins around the world to see
Right. I wonder what the
who.
grading system is like there. Is it an
Right.
A plus scale, or are we talking numeral, or is it more like clicks? Like,
Yeah, they don't care. They're like, did you get enough fish that survive? That's all that matters, motherfucker. I think that we're doing that because then it becomes a thing again. Dolphins save the dolphins, blah, blah, blah. But then also the military is like, if we strap some missiles on this bitch, we've got underwater
oh,
missiles.
that's terrible.
Well, look it up. I
Oh,
mean,
I know. It's a
since
thing.
you're since you're searching, just look up military use with dolphins, and you'll see there's been tons of exercises and studies to figure out how to weaponize dolphins and other sea life.
That's
Right?
terrible.
And that
Terrible.
weaponization only happens if they're quote unquote smart enough to complete tasks. So it's not
And being
necessarily,
approached, which is illegal to do. So don't fucking do that, and don't put a fucking missile on a dolphin.
but it's sort of that thing of where it's again the intelligence of what, how much, like intelligent because it's able to learn what it is that you're needing it to do. That is not necessarily of a benefit other than, hey, our enemy is going to stop ships, but not sea life. How would they know? It, I
Right.
feel
I
like,
mean, wow. Yeah, that's dark, but yes, you're
yeah,
right.
it's true. I mean, humans will figure it out. It wasn't too long ago, humans were trying to figure out how to put bombs on bats. So go figure. Give it a
Bombs
chance
on
with
what?
bats.
Bats?
Look
Oh,
it up.
okay. Oh, hey, you'd seen the video about the guy that had the little flying whatever. I don't know if it was a bee or a beetle or whatever, but it was actually a surveillance device.
Yeah, those have been out for a couple of years.
That's interesting.
It's like it was. Remember when people were going on and on about birds not being real?
Hmm.
Yeah, same thing.
I'm
Those
sure that
were
it would be easy for them to incorporate, for whoever to incorporate those type of things within a flock, because there's so many of them, people don't even pay attention to them anymore.
well, right. It was just sort of a thing. It was like, oh yeah, see these drones are not, and then now you see drones that are actually bird shaped. So it's like, yeah, these
I'm
are
looking it up.
these
Bird
are
shaped drones. Let's go. Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh my God.
yeah. Mhm.
What?
You're now doing shit that I do all the time.
This is incredible
Yeah,
and
you're now
terrifying.
yeah. So when people was like telling other people you're losing your mind and it's not true, no, there's some shit that was going on.
Wow.
Hmm. So again, it's
Interesting.
like,
I think it was like a little like a dragonfly or some shit like that. And
mhm, there's a
it wasn't a bird. It was,
dragonfly. Yeah, they get smaller and smaller. So there's dragonflies, there are
it's that
bees,
nanotechnology, am I right?
there's hummingbirds. Um, yeah, it's one of those things where give give us enough time, we'll figure it out. And what we figure out, what is like the one ratio is like, okay, the real technology is about 20, 10 to maybe 30 years ahead. But we're only seeing the stuff that's old. But the real technology that's being worked on and released from time to time is like on average 20 years ahead.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
Wow.
super insane.
Fuck. Okay, you can get a meta bird, which is a bionic bird looking drone thing.
You're going down a
Oh,
crazy rabbit hole.
I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I'm going to
Oh, it's
find.
deeper. I guarantee you, it's
Oh, I'm
deeper than
sure it
you.
is.
It's like more and more and more and more. It's
I'll
just
end up
super,
finding out that I'm a drone.
super, super, super. Um, but I don't know. I feel like people have a weird
Oh my God. Please tell me that you know about this.
what?
People are making drones and putting them in stuffed dead birds.
Yeah, I for the because it looks more realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because this is a okay.
I
Uh-huh.
feel like people put a lot of hope.
But in humanity, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, well, that but humanity, the government humanity, which is kind of I'm trying to say it correctly, but basically it's like government and other businesses doing what is best for humanity. People have a trust in that, or people have a hope for that when that's that's been shown not to be the case at all. And then when people find that out, they're deemed crazy, because there was a lot of people that were like, "You're losing your mind. There's no way. The birds aren't real." I mean, people were literally losing their shit because they were like, "No, these birds aren't real." Okay, come on, come on. No, these birds aren't real. Okay.
No shit for real. For
and
real, for real.
now And now people are like, "Oh man, check it out. I got this drone. It looks just like a bird." Motherfucker, that's what I've been telling you for 10 years. This shit is not real. But it's like you got dragonflies, you got flies, you got bees, you got hummingbirds. You got all these different. I mean, I went to a conference before years ago, and there was drones flying around that fit in the palm of your hand. And
Fucking crazy.
so it's like if those are flying around that fit in the palm of your hand, and that was years ago, that was 10 years ago. Yeah, absolutely. There is, it's way, way more advanced now. And so to the point where it's like the things that people are afraid of, you can't really, to have that fear is kind of irrelevant. It's not going to hinder it from happening.
Well, I mean, we could say that about a lot of things. Like I try very hard not to be fearful, and there's a lot to be
Sure.
fearful of these days. But I
Mm-hmm.
try I try a lot to not
Mm-hmm.
let things get to me because I'm an emotional, analytical person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Meaning that like I analyze my thoughts and I analyze the way that I'm interpreting things. And I can get
Okay.
lost in the details sometimes. And so sometimes
Sure.
it can go dark and I don't want it to.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to be positive, and it's really hard when it's just coming at you all the time.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's the thing now. You were making the comparison earlier with UFOs and how everything is, connected, or technology being a certain way now. You're right. So in comparison to the Manhattan UFO documentary, a lot of that I don't think would be even. I don't think it would have gone nearly as long as that particular incident would have with the way things are now, because then it was all tapes and videos that you were, these huge video cameras, recording incidents, and you're going off of eyewitness of people pointing at, yeah, I saw this thing right here, and then going off of their description of it. Whereas now everyone literally has 90% of that in their phone. And if something's happening absolutely banana fucks in the middle of any major city, you have to know that at least 10,000 people have recorded it in some fashion. When we're talking about a major city like New York. And if it doesn't, then it's kind of weird. But I feel that it's just a lot of things get scrutinized on a level that is just nonstop. Like you said, it's just coming at you nonstop. And it's this person, that person, this person's got a comment about this, of that. And then this person has a comment about that person that made a comment about that. And then that person has a reaction video of another person watching it, even though they're not watching it, they're watching a recording of it. And it's just like these layers of degradation of information where you've got the source, but then that source gets reviewed and that review gets reviewed of the review, and on and on and on. It's almost like making a copy on a copy on a copy, and eventually you start seeing the degradation marks. You can have that same thing happen with information to the point that you're kind of not knowing how much of it has been contaminated with edits or with overlaid audio, modified in this way or that way. It's just so it's so nonstop that you just get inundated with it, and you just really want to shut it off. Because a lot of times it will get you in a spot that you're just like, ugh, I don't know. I can't. It's just way too much.
Right.
Yeah. And it's amazing when you look at the amount of time that you've lost to it. Like just swimming through that nonsense, you're just like, ugh, I just lost 15 minutes.
But it's hard. Sometimes it's hard not to.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
That's the thing, right?
built. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the whole goal of it.
It's like that whole thing gets like, whoa, wait, what do I? Oh, that's interesting. Scroll. Oh, look. Scroll. Oh, look. Scroll. 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 Next thing you know, you're like, fuck. Look, I got a little thing on my phone that I got a widget on my phone that like shows me my screen time, and it'll break down like right now it just shows me the top 3 of what I spent the most time on. And I'll do shit and I'm like, there's no way I spent 41 minutes on that. Really? 41 minutes? No way. 32 minutes on Instagram? No fucking way. And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I guess that's what I did. I mean, I don't like. I can't disagree with the app. It's just doing what it does. So I'm disagreeing with myself for falling into the very thing that I know that's all it's meant to do, is just trap me into scrolling.
Right.
And it's like, I could be doing all these other things, but
trust and believe.
I could be doing
right now.
Oh my God, I could be doing some. Is that LED lights? Hold on.
Right. Anything sparkly or shiny.
Yeah.
Done.
So you're using the hand light box is trapping you to look at more lights in the light box of more.
Yeah.
It's like wait,
It's just folding in on itself over and over and over and over again.
wait a minute. What kind of horse is that? I don't even own a horse. What kind of horse is that? If I owned a horse, it would be those. Those horses look amazing.
Those horses are nice.
Those, oh, I'd have to get this guy. Who's this guy? I need to follow this guy. He puts shoes on horses because when I get those horses, I don't know where I'm going to put them, but when I get those, I'm going to need that dude because I don't know I don't know how to put shoes on horses. This dude knew the one that did it. Okay.
What did they used to do way back in the day? Did they always put shoes on horses?
Yeah.
That's where
Sure.
my mind goes.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Really?
Not
What
like,
about wild horses? How do they survive?
but not like this dude. This dude. Yeah. Yeah. Wild horses. I don't know, but they probably got jacked up hooves. This guy, look how he
This guy's a
manicures.
one upper. Cool.
Oh, look how he
Love those.
manicures it. Oh, like there's this chick that I thought about sending you because she checks all your boxes. Um,
In what way? Because I'm married.
yeah, but whichever. Like you talked about, like you were talking about sheep or goats or whatever the fuck with afros in the last episode, and
Was
there's this lesbian chick that shears sheep, and I'm like,
Oh, right.
and I just stumbled on her, and I was like, oh, look at that. Oh,
I
wonder-
know. I can't wait to do that. It's going to be like peeling a sunburn.
Yeah, and I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
looking at her
so
do it.
good.
I was like, oh, I wonder what the sheep looks like with all of it. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, is that what the wool looks like? Oh, like I got this shit. Like I got sheep in the. No, I don't. But I'm just like fascinated. Like, where do you go to get your shears from?
I'm super. I really am looking forward to having sheep. And
Like
that's something that,
I
I also want geese.
I will watch shit, and then I'll be like, this is what it's made for. This is all it's made for. And I watched this one guy, and he broke it down, and I was just like, this motherfucker's right. This dude has nailed it. This is exactly it in a nutshell. And I fight this every time I'm on any social media. What he's talking about is exactly the shit that I not necessarily struggle with, but I think it's a thing that everyone in some way or another struggles with because they're caught in it. They're caught in that whole routine of when you're on social media and you're looking at thises and that's, you're getting this aspiration, but you're also getting this feeling of I suck because you're looking at the snapshots of these people at their best time.
Right.
But all the shit that they're doing away from that snapshot, you don't have access to that. But so you only live and compare yourself to their best time that they're deciding to show you. But you can't do that because they're having to wipe their ass just as much as you are, and they can't do it in one wipe either. And they're trying to figure out how not to stumble when they pull their pants up too, just like you are. But they're not showing you that. They're only showing you how they put their clothes on by snapping their fingers. And here's my awesome car that's always washed, and here's this, and here's that. And people get stuck in that, and they feel less about themselves because they don't have that means to show good content of themselves all the time, so to speak. But it's not that. It's not that
Right.
at all.
I prefer the ones that are just more real, Like I don't want to see your perfect life because I know that's not how it is. Life is messy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. It's a thing where you appreciate winning because you've lost.
Child. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So so it's like if you won all the time, you have absolutely no comprehension of how that feels until after you've lost. And if you
Right.
lose anything, then that
You can't
win,
relate.
yeah, well, then that win that you get after you lost or after you've gone through a string of losses, oh man, that win is different. That
Yeah.
win, that win is a perspective there where you're just like, yo, I no, we're not visiting that again. Like you, it's hard for you to want it, like not want, but it's hard for you to lose at that point. You know, that loss is harder because you know where you're at because you've won. And you're like, oh, I want that. I want that. I want that. So you train harder, you work harder, you do things harder because you want to maintain that win because you don't ever want to revisit that loss again. But some people, you know, they just don't know it. They just see what other, oh man, they got a new car. God damn it. How did they do that? I got to get a new car. I got to get,
Right.
okay, they got another new car. I got to get another new car too.
So it's like the one uppers, right?
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot
I know
of,
people like that.
it's a lot of, it's a lot of keeping up and one upping. Um, I mean, I think that there's a thing, I mean, clearly there's a thing because social media continues to be as, just the juggernaut and as robust as it is because that's what causes it to thrive. You know, there's a level of where people are keeping up. Oh, what watch are they wearing? Oh, okay, I got to get that watch. Yeah, that's a nice watch. I'm gonna get that watch
Mhm.
too. Oh, wait, they got five? Oh, five different. Okay, what kind of they like? Yo, just do it. I think that the thing that a lot of people miss out on is that what makes it really good moments like that that's really driven in social media is people just doing the shit that they enjoy to the most.
Yeah.
And if there's a snapshot to that that you can share with other people to help them along the way, then great. But if you're just flaunting shit, fuck off. I
Yeah.
mean, really just, I mean, just fuck off.
Well, I guess my take on it would be really, I mean, not even fuck off, but like, are you sure that this is how you want to spend your time? You know, trying to show off? I mean, it is it doing something for you at
Yeah.
least? Because we don't have to endure this. Like, I'm just going to go and live my life and be done with it. Not everybody needs to know what is going on.
Yeah, I think it does something for them for sure. I think it gives them a means of,
Like validation.
yeah, it gives them validation. It gives them that, you know, that room and the ability to flex, but it also gives them that cushion to not address shit about themselves. You know, if you are living off of the gratitude, you know, the people just really gravitating to you, and you're loving the attention, and that's what you're feeding on. That's what you're thriving on. That's what makes and gives you this the self worth that you need to sustain yourself on, then that's what you're going to constantly go out to gain and achieve. And the moment you don't get it, you're gonna you're gonna start going quickly to a depressing state, rock bottom, and so you have to constantly keep doing that. Otherwise, um, you know,
That's a lot of pressure, though, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, and
What
that's why
the
you see
hell?
some people lose it. That's why you see some people. You'll see some news update of somebody just really like, oh, blah 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 was found, and you're like, God damn it, what the fuck happened? That shit's hard. That shit's
Yeah.
really hard to get up and do because you get to a point where you're like, okay, I don't like fuck. We have that with this podcast. We'll get on sometimes, and I'm like, okay, what are we talking about now? I don't like what are we doing? I don't even know because Because like you're just stuck trying to figure out, okay, can we? You have this like, and I'm speaking maybe more so for myself. Where I have this sort of self worth checklist. Like, okay, is it even worth doing it if we don't have something to talk about? Is it going to be interesting? Are people really going to want to hear us just talk about random shit? I don't know. Oh, I guess maybe. I don't know. So if you're sitting there and you've got sponsors and you've got 500,000 plus listeners or viewers or whatever, now you're trying to grow, but then you got to come up with more content, more content, more content, better than before. Go, 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 go. And if you
Mhm.
don't do it, then it's like people don't fucking care. I'm gonna be like, okay, well then fine, bye. And yeah, shit goes down real quick, real quick. But
Man, God, it got dark and
that's what happens. You know that. Come on, stop. You know,
come on, we just need to pick this back up.
you
Shit, I'm
know,
depressed now. I need to fucking this
you
is what
you know, you
what
know.
you know.
I will turn the lights out and make it dark as fuck. You just give me a topic, and I will,
Like Debbie Downer,
I
Jesus,
will
man.
fucking make it to where you're like,
I'm
shit.
like, God, I'm gonna go have nightmares.
I don't want to go to sleep now because this motherfucker just
Right.
he just
Yet I
broke
must.
he just broke everything and made me feel like God damn it, I'm an attention whore. I think okay, so what's a good topic to end this segment, this episode, this
How about
wonderful
the
episode?
outro?
Oh man. Um oh, we talked about the asteroid coming. Okay.
Yeah, we talked
Uh
about the dolphins.
yeah.
We talked about Homesteader Rescue, which is super important. Oh, I
Yeah.
need to give you an update on my farm stand.
Oh, fuck. See, there you go. There it is.
Come
Yeah.
on, 'cause I'm
Hey,
excited about it. All
what
right.
happened to the
I had to I had to
farm stand?
refill the water and I had to test the water put the nutrients in it and test the water for pH. And it was super easy to do.
Hmm.
And we have got like some banging vegetables going now, which
Really?
I'm thinking, yes,
Already?
yes, already. I mean, the
Wow.
lettuce is getting ridiculous.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So
Like it's
it's
good.
stuff
It's a
like
good
that,
thing.
like stuff like that. So that's. I'm glad you brought that up because that was my next question. It's like so with you having received starters, uh, which is which is a good thing. That's not just not besmirching it. With you receiving starters, is sort of like a thing where lettuce and other vegetables like that, they are probably gonna explode, right? They're gonna be kicking off in the growth a lot quicker than say
Mhm.
tomatoes.
Which is great because like we can eat a lot more greens that
Sure.
way.
Yeah, sure. So how does
And
that
I'm hoping that they'll come in with microgreens.
so how does that work? Um, you get you get lettuce, and it's like, okay, how is that done now? You got to get more seeds, or are you able to regrow?
Oh, you just clip it and then it'll grow back.
Oh,
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
so you don't pull it out. You just
You can take leaves at a time or you could take the whole thing. Now, if you
uh
take too much of the whole thing, then it won't grow back.
huh,
Um, and then you would have to get another seedling. I need to
uh
put an order in for some seedlings because there were just a few of them that didn't make it. And I think that I can actually send them a message and be like, yo, I got a couple that didn't make it. Like,
yeah,
here are the pictures.
yeah.
And
See what happens.
they didn't take off. And they'll send, I guess, or something. I don't know what they'll
Yeah,
do,
see
but
what happens. Maybe they will. I don't know.
yeah. So, but we're so super happy about it. And we've gotten used to the waterfall sound in our kitchen all the time.
Oh, it makes a sound.
Also, I do refer to it as the spaceship that grows veggies.
It
So
makes a
that's the thing.
sound.
Um, I'm thinking about decorating it. We'll see.
Yeah, you're gonna bedazzle your farm
I'm just
stand.
going to put some alien horns on it or whatever
Really?
alien little
It looks
whatever's.
like a big chess piece that
It does, doesn't it?
with plants. That reminds me. There's another. I sent you two links already in this podcast
Hmm.
episode. But there's another one I wanted you to look at that was literally something I thought, ooh, she might want that
Okay.
because it's like it's got a purpose to it. It looks like it's a like you can use it as a partition, maybe even a wall when it's full, but you're also um, you're also using it for plants and whatnot. So that's great.
Like
Um,
plants or like vegetables?
yes.
Because you could do that with vegetables. I mean, if you had enough sunlight, you could put squash up, or you could put, some watermelons out,
Hmm.
and they'll grow.
Yes. I'm saying
And
yes.
squash flowers are beautiful, and they taste good. So,
What? Squash what?
squash flowers,
Squash flowers.
it's the flower of the squash plant.
Why am I
They're yellow
whispering it?
and they're
Why am I
beautiful.
whispering it? Squash flowers. Like
Squash. I don't know. Okay,
why am
let me
I,
see.
wow. I didn't think of those.
Did you look it up?
So you can eat squash flowers?
Oh yeah, people fry them.
What? You can fry? Why am I responding this way?
I don't know.
You
Is
can
this the first time you
fry
heard about it? They're
you
gorgeous.
can fry. Wow, no, I never
They're
heard of that.
big, yellow. People put they do them like the so zucchini and squash, right. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so they make you can do stuffed baked zucchini flowers. So
What?
you take the flour, you put something in it, and then you wrap it around
Uh-huh.
and make it into like a little pod again, and you cook it. So it's a
Never.
you could have you could have butternut squash flour tacos if you wanted. Here are some stuffed zucchini flowers
I
with that are stuffed with goat cheese, and it looks as if it's
okay,
yeah,
can we pause real quick?
yeah.
Goat cheese has never sounded appealing to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
I know I don't like it either,
Goat
which is fine.
cheese, goat cheese just sounds like a bad. That's just a bad night that you didn't want. Like,
Right. Right. Mm-mm.
and then they got the
So
goat
yeah.
cheese. Uh,
Hold on, my ears itching. Um, yeah, there's really it's really cool.
Wow, I
And you
never
can do it
knew.
with all different variations of squash. Like some squash are like, kind of orangey yellow.
Uh
Some of them
huh.
have stripes. Some of them, whatever. So some of them are more frilly.
Uh
Some
huh.
of them just look different. Some of them look like chicken feet. It's kind of cute. Um, but yeah,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
there's a topic.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing at all. That until
Just now.
yeah, that's amazing. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that you could eat those. I mean,
Hmm.
you can eat whatever, right? I didn't know
Well,
that.
no, not really. I mean, don't eat hemlock. It'd probably be one of the last things that you
True,
do.
true.
I mean,
I
be real
meant,
careful
I meant,
what you eat.
okay, but here's my thought. I meant that, and if I'm wrong, let me know. I meant that if you're eating the the vegetable, you likely can eat the other parts of it, like the flowers and whatnot as well.
Okay, so do some vegetable plants,
Uh-huh.
vegetable,
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was not gonna pop you on that one.
vegetable.
Yeah, I was like, you're making sure every letter gets a turn.
Do some vegetable plants have
Every every letter gets recognized.
toxic leafus? So let's see.
Plants versus, okay. Least toxic plants are
Okay.
avocados, berries, or edibles, or the gummies that I had earlier. Hello. Anyway, so avocados, berries, squash, no skin and no seeds. Honey, olives, cucumbers, sweet fruit, and date. Most toxic seed oils would be, most toxic is seed oils, leafy greens, nightshades, so like bell peppers, alliums, which would be like chives, onions, stuff like that, legumes, brassica, which would be broccoli, Brussels sprouts, grains, and nuts and seeds.
Wow.
The more you know.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out if there was a plant, like for instance, let's say that, and this is not the case because I'm making it up out of my butt. Okay.
Okay.
That the the pecan tree, you could eat the pecan, but you might, the leaves might kill you. Right. I mean, so that's kind of what I'm looking at for.
It's
And
weird
now
that there are plants like that, though, right?
I don't know if there are. Surely there are, though,
If you
right?
can eat this part of it, but if you eat this other stuff, yeah, good night.
Okay. This got dark.
Well,
Okay. 10 of the
surprise.
most poisonous plants on Earth. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's the number 10 is native to Central America, and it is. I'm going to butcher this.
Go right ahead. We're probably fulfilling somebody's dream.
Manchineel
What?
tree. Manchineel tree. Manchineel tree.
Yeah, speed it
Anyway,
up. It makes it
this
better.
is if y'all want to look this up, it's on howitworksdaily.com, and it's just called 10 of the most poisonous plants on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they've, oh my God, that's beautiful. I'd probably eat that and die. Okay. Anyway, number 9 is native to Central America.
Ruined your
It's
own
called
warning.
Jimson weed.
Jensen weed?
Jimson. Jimson.
Jimson weed. Okay.
Yeah. Now the one that looks beautiful, it's called aconite. It's native to UK. And it looks like if you were to take butterfly wings and then just split, like take the middle part, the actual bug part out and just have the wings like where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were to see a picture of a butterfly and you were just to kind of erase that little bug part,
Mm-hmm.
then it would just be the wings.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that. It's purple and it's beautiful. So number 7 is from North America, and it's white snake root. So whenever I read that, I'm like, white snake. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Yeah, white snake root. I mean, it's like,
Hey, white snake ended up being poison. Oh.
You should have known it was going to be bad.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did get it. Thank you.
Okay. So this is a lovely plant. It's native to Asia and Australia, and it's called the suicide tree.
Well,
And it's got this, it looks like this, it kind of looks like an apple or like a really, like a pear or something. It looks like a fruit, like you would take it off and you would eat it. Oh, I got you bitches. Right?
Okay, and down you go.
Right. That's right. Eat it. Take your time. So number 5 is native to East Africa, and that is the castor bean plant.
Yep. Okay.
Deadly nightshade is from Eurasia and Northern Africa. A nightshade garden. That'd be beautiful. Rosary pea from Asia and Australia. They kind of look like, it looks like a pea pod. Okay. You open it up and they kind of look like the size of black beans. Okay. But they're completely red, and on the top of the, one little seed is a black dot. So they're red and black. Interesting. Okay. I knew that this was going to be 1 or 2. Then, okay. Yeah. I know what the first 2 are. Okay. So This the second one is from North America. It's the water hemlock.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot of that in the South, like where there's swamps and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because it lacks the water. But it'll fuck you up in a minute. And then the number one is from Eurasia and Northern Africa, and that is oleander. Beautiful and great smell, but don't fucking eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Wow.
Man, we've run the fucking gamut tonight. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and with that, I think we should go out with the informational thing. People got that list, so that gives them enough time to write it down and make sure that they are aware of what not to put in their mouth. So
Yeah. You might want to know what not to eat and what to eat, and then also what you can wipe your butt with. I know I say that a lot, but it's true.
You might want to know. You might. Or you might not give a fuck.
Or you might not want to.
Yeah, who knows? But at least we can go off saying, hey, we tried to tell you. So,
yeah.
Well, hey, y'all get the fuck out of here. I sent you another link. It's of that thing I was telling you about. I want you to look at it real quick so I can hear your response to it. Just the last one, not all of them.
Is it going to be a gasp situation?
No, it's a hobo's asshole. So it's go ahead, click on
hobo's asshole.
Yeah. What do you think about?
I've seen these before, or variations of these before.
Yeah, I've not seen those until today, and it can fill it up. It can be used as your catchment. It could be used as a wall for your plants, to water your plants. It could be used.
I love that.
And you can connect them, and it could be used for gray water. It's really interesting because I was like, oh wow, so you can set those up alongside your plates or as like little partitions, or even make your greenhouse walls.
Geez, this is amazing.
Make your greenhouse walls out of it. And
oh my fucking hell, yes.
And then that way your greenhouse itself has water even in its own walls, just sustaining itself. It's a pretty interesting product. And
oh hell, they have got a location in Dripping Springs. I may have to go to Dripping Springs.
Of course,
I love Dripping Springs.
Of course, it's in Dripping Springs. But in any case, everybody, thank you for listening to us. We really appreciate you spending your time with us, and we hope that there was at least a minute of where we helped you in some way, or informed, or let you feel a spark of enlightenment, enjoyment,
joy,
laughter, maybe
judgment. Even I'll take that.
Maybe
that was make you feel better.
I don't know. Maybe hopefully piss a little dribble in your pants, shorts, or whatever. Just to,
and if we pissed you off, that's just a bonus. Yeah. So,
But if you missed it in the very beginning or in the other previous episodes, if you missed it, she's the dinosaur.
That's me.
And I'm the dude. And you all are fucking amazing for listening to us and coming back for more each and every time. So thanks to everybody and all the boys, girls, naked
motherfuckers, and boys and girls.
See, I changed it up.
Okay.
I changed it up.
Would you just say it again?
I said all the boys, girls, and naked squirrels.
Boys, girls, and naked squirrels. I love that so much.
Yeah, I switched it up.
Oh, that's great. How long? When did you think about that?
Just now.
Oh, because I love squirrels. Did you know that?
Like right now, I did. Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
But do you know that I love squirrels?
I mean,
I'm not kidding. I love squirrels.
It's not hard to imagine. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I would think that would be a thing that you would find entertaining. Sure.
For sure. I would. I love a good squirrel. Actually, we used to have one at the lake.
Yeah.
When I was
it would commune with you.
Was that?
It would commune with you.
It would actually. I would hold a peanut in my hand and he would come and grab it from me from the table.
Yeah. Now who's smart?
Awesome.
Now who's smart? Dolphins.
Right. Okay, listen, I found these the thin tanks. They're a little pricey, but I
Yeah.
think that it would probably be super worth it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they. Yeah, I'm not surprised they would be pricey, but at the same time, you're going to have it for a good bit. I think. You know,
Yeah,
it's
right.
an installation that you're going to have, and if you're getting it, I would I would feel that you have a definite use for it. It wouldn't be something that you. It's not something that you just get on the whim and you barely use.
Right.
You're
You're like,
you're
"Oh, it's been in the garage for ages."
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it hasn't.
yeah. It's not an elliptical. It's the thing that you're going to actually use and and have plants connected to it, or for your runoff, for your gutter systems, or
I
even like they
love
talked
that.
even like they talked about for water, for rainwater disbursement, so that it's not eroding your ground. It's a good
Right.
it's a good way of curtailing that
You
too.
just funnel it into that
Yeah.
thing and
Mm-hmm.
it provides life.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And it doesn't matter if it's dirty water because plants have dirty water all the time.
Mm-mm.
As
Then
long as it's not like chemical.
yeah, yeah. There you go. That's the
So
asterisk. Okay, everybody.
yeah, there you go.
So thanks a
That's
lot.
pretty much the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah. And that's the nuts and bolts of what we give to you. So everybody have a great time. Come back next time to hear us ramble about some other shit. Who knows what it'll be.
Right. And look for episodes that are coming out on Fridays now. They're
Yeah,
going to be
well,
coming out on Fridays.
we're gonna see. Who knows? By the time this one comes out, we might have stopped that by now because we are kind of
You
ahead.
know what? Here's the thing. You probably just need to subscribe.
Yeah.
And you need to take the dinosaur&thedude.com
Mm-hmm.
and you need to make that your homepage.
Mm.
It'll just make you a happier person in general, I feel.
Yeah, it's so much quicker. Yeah.
And I think that, you deserve to have a little break. So we're here for you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put us on your desktop as a
wow.
link.
God, man.
And like an icon.
You're just taking control of people's lives.
Just
Put it at
we're not
home.
trying to track your cookies or anything. In fact, I don't want to have anything to do with your cookies, if I'm being honest. But
Wow.
because I have my own cookies.
Dejected.
But not to say that they're not good cookies, because I think they probably could be. But
no, that's some filthy.
now
dirty,
am I back stepping? Is that what's
dirty water cookie? Just
there are worse things.
Just
A day old tuna bake. I would imagine that's probably worse.
tuna baked cookie sounds bad, horrible.
Ugh.
It's horrible. That sounds
Okay. I'm going to bed with that nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Tuna baked cookie is like a fucking hairball. All right. Check out later. And hey,
right.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Love you too, lady. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Love yourselves as well because we love you. And
Oh yeah, we love you so much.
we are fucking out. Bye.
Bye.